My name's Detrow. I've been a CPA since 2010, so about 15 years. I'm a principal with Detrow CPA. Work primarily in tax, but accounting also, primarily with business owners and in personal tax situations. Services that I provide to clients is we will typically touch base multiple times throughout the year, understand what's going on with their business, what are changes in their personal life, what are changes in their own goals for their business, for their life, what they're looking out into the future, and then craft the tax planning and tax strategy, what we do for them around those conversations and those goals. So it's a dynamic process that evolves over time and continually updates with them throughout their life. Working with me and my team, it's typically we touch base multiple times throughout the year. The most important time to touch base usually is between the October and year end, because then you have enough context of what's happening throughout the year to get ready, put together a tax plan, tax strategy. We meet, look over what I've done with my assumptions. They get to fill in any pieces that we may have missed while we were gathering all of the data. And then we get to look at, hey, here's what's going to happen when we do your tax return. And that way they're able to see ahead what's going to happen. And if there's changes that we can make, things that we want to do, different strategies, if things have occurred during the year that make them want to do something different, we have time before the end of the year to make those changes. So the most busiest time is actually the last few months of the year, not necessarily during tax time. But then once we get done with the tax return, we'll revisit and be like, hey, here's what we were planning on. Did we come close? Were we off? And that usually prompts a conversation going into the next year as well. So it's a dynamic relationship that is multiple times throughout the year, just to kind of capture everything they have going on within their life and their business. What has really happened over the past 5 years is the industry has changed. A lot of clients want more advisory, want more strategy, want more planning. They want to understand more of what's going on with their tax situation, not just this year, but for the next number of years, what's going to be happening, what can they do? The consumer and the taxpayer and client today want to understand their situation. So they're looking for good communication skills, good teaching skills from their tax advisor who can break down one of the more complicated parts of their life into ways that they can understand. AI is a very good tool that we've used. It's very good for gathering information, synthesizing it, gathering it from lots of different places very quickly, and giving myself and my team a good overview of it. What's been very helpful with that is it will also give the sources, so we can see what a quick overview of it is, but then we can also dive into the sources for other research and the intricacies that are particular to that client or their situation. But we don't necessarily want to trust it on everything just yet, because sometimes it can give out incorrect answers. So you always need that human element to proof what it is and then tailor that information that it's given you to the specific client situation. The ability to establish a rapport and a connection with the client is something that is not going to be able to be automated out. And that's something that I do a lot with my clients, is being able to establish that personal connection, understand what their goals for their life is, and how does the business they've created, how can we help it support that?